when I started like randomly like wailing into the microphone, for those of you that might not have been looking at me, there was a giant insect flying around at the top of my giant egg trying to steal my thunder. What kind of insect do you think that was, Eric? A bird. Was it a bird? That was not a moth. Oh, I thought it was a dragonfly or a locust. How are you this evening? You're a very good crowd. I can tell already. You were all being a little bit polite, and then when I told you to get the fuck up, you all did. You were like, and it's funny because this side, a lot of you were just standing up there. Normally, the right side is who stands up. So the left is standing up tonight. We'll see if we can get more of you standing up. Just so you know, I know this is a very posh. Yeehaw! I know this is a very posh feeling room with like the velvet seats and stuff like that, but it actually isn't a seated show. Obviously there's a lot of ballads, there's a lot of slow, sad songs, which is why we obviously give you seats so that you can like be devastated. Whenever you might want to stand up, feel free. These screens are massive as you saw at the beginning, so my face will always be a big head. Just look to left or right, no complaining to each other. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Eric, right here this. Do you think the moths have any kind of meaning? Because this morning, nothing's really gone my way so far today, guys, and I'm not going to complain. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to tell you a bit about it. Because I'm OCD, and I always know exactly what I'm doing all the time. So I was delayed getting here. Was anyone else delayed getting here today? So when it's like boiling hot in Vegas, which it fucking was today. Are you guys okay? Are you drunk? Well, listen, I'm the biggest alcoholic out of all of us, but let me tell you, it's important in Vegas to remember to hydrate while you dehydrate. So while you dehydrate with all that cheap alcohol, make sure you get an expensive bottle of water, okay? It's very, very hot, so obviously, like on the flights here, ooh, it was bumpy, ooh, it was very, very bumpy, so we were delayed. And then I got into the car, and then obviously I started screaming, a bit like I just did then when I first came on stage, because there was a moth in my car. Now I know there's air conditioning on in the car, so maybe the moth was trying to chill out, but do we have anyone who's like really in touch with the universe and like astrology and those things? What do moths mean? Because a moth to me eats my clothes. Okay, yes sir, you do not look like the kind of person that is going to know the answer, but I'm going to give you a chance. What does a moth represent? What does a moth represent? Purity. Are you lying? You really know that that's what moths represent? No. Purity. Oh, I'll take that. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Represents purity. Well, that one was a big motherfucker, so that means I'm very Anyway, so you had a good day. Some of you were drunk. Has anyone gambled? Yeah. How many of you won? Okay, and how many of you lost? It's so common to lose in Vegas that if you don't, then you haven't really done a Vegas thing. That's how I feel. I've never gambled anywhere, not even just in Vegas, anywhere in general, because I think I'd really like it, but I'd be terrible at it. So I would just lose everything. So I've never gambled. I mean, I've made a few bets, as in like, I bet you can't do that, but never like a casino or anything like that. Do we have any special occasions here tonight? Do we have any birthdays? Happy birthday to everybody. Do we have any anniversaries? Happy anniversary. Show me with your hands. We got any big anniversaries here tonight? No, I mean, I'll see you, but I mean, show me with your hands. What number anniversary? We got 10, 15? We've got 15 over there. Oh, there's a big one over there. What was that? 40? Well, you're the winners tonight. Fuck me. 40-year anniversary. Wow. Congratulations. That's incredible. Thanks for coming to our show for that. I'll stop swearing now. I feel bad. That's why I've never been married for 40 years. I didn't even last a year. Okay, do we have any graduation gifts here? So that everyone's been graduating. Congratulations, what an amazing feat. I said this last week as well, that me and Eric didn't graduate from anything but just a school of life. So really, really happy for you. It's such an amazing feat. My stepdaughter, she graduated a few weeks ago from Clark in Atlanta. she was the first one in the family, which is incredible as well. I was going to go to university. I got offered a place at a school called LIPA in Liverpool, where the Beatles are from. I know. It was a music school there, and I got in, and I had a full scholarship, and I was about to be the first one in my family to go to university. But then I got offered, some people started emailing me on MySpace. Do you remember MySpace? I know, for like Gen Z, you don't know what that is, so don't worry about it. But it was basically Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, we're all wrapped up in one basically, and all the adults were on Facebook, we were on MySpace. And people started emailing me on there being, oh, I like your songs and blah blah, so I ended up getting signed to the record deal rather than going to university. I know, right? And my mum didn't want me to do it. My mum was like, I think you should go to university for a year. And I was like, I don't think it makes sense to go and like study something at school that I could learn in real life. And so I did did the opposite of what she wanted me to do, but it all worked out. Here I am. So we're all good. Do we have any girls' trips? Do we have the days' trips? Do we have anyone here for Pride? Do we have any bachelorette/hen-dos here tonight? Always a token one bachelorette party here. Good luck. Do we have any divorce parties here tonight? Maybe one up the top. Shit. They are ready to fly. Congratulations, babe. Onwards and upwards is what I say. But also good luck to you, my darling. May you have a life long of happiness and everything together. I know, I do mean that. Good luck and congratulations. Do we have any mothers and their kids? Mothers and their sons? There you are. Oh yes, and of course. That's my favourite category, by the way. I mean, I love all of you, but I'm just saying it's cute, and I'm a mum, so I love it. It's my favourite category. And then, do we have any husbands here? Do not worry, I won't be offended. Oh, we have lots of husbands here. Do we have any husbands here tonight who have been a little bit dragged against their will? It's okay. It's okay. I've also been dragged to shows as a wifey, so don't worry about it. It's just something you do for people you love. But you will thank me later, because my music is very emotional, and you'll definitely get laid later when you get back to me. So you're going to thank me, and it's going to be worth your while. And I'm going to make you laugh all night as well. Are you ready to go on an emotional journey? I'm going to take you through your emotional journey by singing about my own. But I am going to give you whiplash all night, because I'm also going to make you laugh. I really like to think my calling was to be a comedian, so I'm going to try bust jokes with you all night while making you cry your eyes out and regret everything and want to call up your ex and all that. How many of you is this your first time coming to the show? That's a lot. Sometimes it's like half and half, and it's like repeat offenders. Do you have any repeat offenders here tonight? There you go. Well, thank you. That's the highest possible compliment, and I hope you enjoy the show again. For everyone who hasn't seen it, this show is very much a grower and not a shower. So it starts small. And it's like this weird reverse psychology of myself, because I'm actually a very nervous performer, which is why I talk so much and also at a million miles an hour at the beginning, especially because this is how my nerves sort of dissolve a little bit, and in some way being this naked conversationally and more importantly vocally to you somehow makes my nerves disappear by the time the show really gets going. So it's like we're sitting down having a cup of tea together. So I'm going to give you a couple more piano ballads. I say a couple more, but obviously the whole show is pretty much piano ballads, because that's my thing. But I do have some piano ballads with some percussion, or with a bass line, or maybe with a drum, and with some BBs and stuff like that. So that's sort of where we're going. I do have 4 up-tempo songs though, and I think they're like little pop bops. So I will give those to you, obviously at some point during the show, and I'll give them to you all at the same time, and we can just act and pretend that we're fine. We want to dance and things like that, and be and then we can go back to being miserable together. Okay? The other thing I would like from you tonight is, I know you're all here to see me, but I'm here to see you. So can you please sing along whenever you want to, so I can hear you through the little speakers in my ears. And this one's a bit of an oldie. It's from my second album. Obviously I only have 4 of them, but I take a long time to do them, so I guess it's an oldie. It's a vintage one. And we didn't do this one for a very, very long time, because by the time I got round to doing a proper tour, years ago, I'd written more piano ballads, newer ones, to replace singing this one. And I remember a lot of people, you know, I always like talking to the crowds in any room I perform in, and I remember people always be like, "You're going to do this song, or why haven't you done that one?" So we decided to do it during this show, and we love doing it, don't we? And everyone else that's been here. This is show 87, so all the 86 other shows, everyone has really, really enjoyed it. I'm sorry I keep looking at my thumb. I've got a big bit of skin hanging off of it. I don't know how to when I turn around, I'll bite it off later. I'll throw it to one of you. Never know, you can sell it on eBay. One time someone was trying to sell a bag of air from Hyde Park. I don't think anyone bought it, thank God, but people are weird, aren't they? Crikey. Anyway. I haven't left the house all week, so I'm a chatterbox. This is Turning Tables. Thank you very much. I realised I was chatting way too much. That's why I quickly shut up and started singing. Oh, I love you too, my darling. And then I'm going to talk a little tiny bit, but not as long as that, crikey. But obviously a lot of the show I don't talk. There's like one more bit where I do talk a little bit later. But like I said, it's so I relax a little bit and we get to know each other. And like I very quickly said before I started singing, haven't left the house all week. So this is always the first day that I leave the house. So obviously I do Fridays and Saturdays and I fly straight home. Then I'm on voice rest for all of Sunday, and I can't talk to nobody, which is actually quite nice. And I'm learning to really, really enjoy it. It's obviously hard with my son, who's like, I don't get it, you're just ignoring me. But he's kind of getting used to it now. And then, you know, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm basically just getting ready to come back here. So I'm really... It's now time for my favourite part of the show, which is terrible really, because it has nothing to do with music. It's time for my t-shirt. Okay, so inside of my t-shirt, done in a signed t-shirt, a handwritten letter from me that I wrote earlier on this afternoon, $50 to go and buy yourself a drink and a bottle of water. Now I'm going to be aiming at the balcony, you'll see why. Floor, don't get annoyed with me, this is a very, very powerful t-shirt. And aim to the balconies. I'm going to aim for top balcony first, and then I'll do middle, and I'll do top balcony. I know this sounds really obvious, but you'd be very surprised how thick as shit some people are. Please don't lean over the balconies. I know that sounds obvious, but people have done it, and it's been a bit touch and go. And also, if you're near a child, I know it might be hard, but please give this flying package to the child. They'll remember it more than you, probably, okay? Here we go! Let's have a look, show off, wave your hand in the air. Hey, right, middle balcony, are you ready? I'm going to come round here a little bit. Because I feel a bit close, so I always miss. Now, obviously I had a very long break for a little while. So this is our 4th weekend back. And that's 2, 4, so this is my 7th show back, and the other 6 shows I haven't gotten 4 out of 4 where I was aiming for, okay? In the back balcony, you're normally the ones that I fail on because it's something to do with physics and the circumference of the balcony. Don't worry, I haven't got my finger on it. Okay, here we go to the balcony, I'm trying my best. I think the letter might have ripped to pieces. Paul, do you make sure that the letter looks like paper coming out of there? Looks like a letter that got angry when I was writing it, probably, and tore it up. Sometimes the power of the thing that you attach to it. Anyway, right, let me go over to the other side of the stage. I've got 2 more. Last Friday night, I could hardly move my legs on stage because I'd done a leg day on the Wednesday before. And all the acids had like clumped up for the Friday night show. So this Wednesday, I said to my trainer, let's not do no more legs because last week, so we just did arms. My arms are fucking killing me now. Here we go. Over here! Top balcony, are you ready? Yes. Lovely. All right, third or fourth row, very, very nice. Okay, middle balcony, are you ready?
Al medio, ahora.
I think I'll be really good at calling out lottery numbers. Are you ready?
Avisen a sus fanáticos, quiero decir.
Here we go.
Amor.
Here we go.
Avisen a todos los fanáticos de él.
We got it. Hey. Sorry, Balcony. You can't see it, it's under my dress, but the tail's between my legs.
Ya hizo acá.
Yes, hello. Right, then guess what, honey? I've got to say hi to my new friends from upstairs. Eh? Throw one? Throw it? Throw what? Throw what? My microphone? What t-shirt? I haven't got a t-shirt. That's all I had. I do 4 a day. Sorry, that's all I've got.
¿Te cansaste para eso?
I know. I mean, I'd be happy to just sit here and not sing. I could sign 4,500 t-shirts. I'd be like happy. Right, let me say hello. I said t-shirts in a very strange way then. Let me say hello to my new friends from upstairs. Hello, ladies. So whose seat I called that yours? What's your name, madam? Kelly. And who are you here with tonight? Your mum, your brother, and your boyfriend. Okay, so they let you all down in the end. Oh, perfect, because yes, I knew there was 2 seats there. That's what I was going to do it now, because we're about halfway through the show. So I was going to be like, there's no one definitely sitting there. Okay, so what's your name, mum? Jolene. And what's your name, brother? Jolene. Gosh, and then what's your name, boyfriend? Okay. And where have you guys all come from today? Arizona, Oregon. LA, me too. Very nice. and so you all live in different places, and so this is a bit like a family trip.
Oh.
It's your mum's Christmas present to you. You gave this to your mum as a Christmas present. When did you guys get into town? Yesterday. And what did you do last night and this morning? Gambled, drank, pool. That sounds about right. In that order, or a bit all over the place? And how long are you guys here for? You leave tomorrow. Are you driving or are you flying? You're driving. Are you driving? And then you're flying. What time's your flight? Is it? I know I'm being very nosy. Tell me to shut up. This is the only place I ever meet strangers is during the lottery season. Oh, lovely. So you're going to go back to LA. And what have you taken her to do in LA while she's been with you? Oh, nice. Can I ask you where you went? You know, I might not have been. I might need some tips. What's that? I've never heard of it. I have heard of this. I have heard of this because someone started talking about the restaurant. Do you remember? And then I went, and then it was in the news that one of them was cheating, and I was like, oh, they have a restaurant. I was very confused. And then I think some Vanderpump Rules fans started saying I didn't like someone. I don't not like anybody. I have no idea what anyone was talking about one day. All I was confused about was that they were on TV cheating and also had a restaurant and that you could go to it. I was very confused. So you're going there. Is it good food? Should I go? Shall I go in full glam and scare the person that everyone thought I didn't like? Okay, and then what else? You must have done more things with her. You remember more. Go on, what have you done? Oh, he took his mum to a salon in Beverly Hills and she got her hair did. Very nice. So you've had these tickets for quite a while then? You've had them, where are we now? June? Crikey, yeah, very, very long time. So you've been waiting. Well, thank God I didn't fucking cancel these ones. It's hard out here for a bitch to do that. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming to the show, all 4 of you. I'm so glad that you two got brought down, because I would have done it myself anyway. And I'm going to dedicate this song to you, Mum. Because, I mean, yeah, you are, but it's more the gesture than the sentiment, because the sentiment of the song is very sad and depressing. And which is not how I feel about you guys. So just a gesture. Thank you for coming to my show. Thanks for getting the tickets for your mum for Christmas. Like I said at the top of the show, it's my favourite category with mums over their kids. Right. Oh, I can sit down for a sec. Oh, lovely, jubbly. Okay, sing with me this one because there's a key change, all right? Ooh, there's a baby here. I saw that baby earlier. Look, there's a proper baby here. Hi, baby.
Mira, ahí está, mira, mira. Ahí, ahí.
Me Rudy, thank God my man ain't in town. All right, take us to church, my love. Sing along with me. Fucking hell, that was the 80th trying to shit in his head. I always get scared, but especially when, I was meant to... Hi guys, like I was saying to you earlier, when it's extra hot outside, which is obviously like the summer months, as I'm sure you all know, hello. When it's extra hot outside, they obviously have more air conditioning into the room, so we don't all pass out. Hello. And so the kind of the flow of the air changes, right? So look, during Love in the Dark, hi cutie, during Love in the Dark, the fog doesn't really do what it's supposed to do when it's hot here in Vegas because it blows the other way. And then I'm like, what if the fire blows the other way and like sets some fake hair extensions on fire? I get frightened. Also, even though this is my 87th show, hello. Hello everybody! Even though this is the 87th show, I sort of forget just how hot it is each night when that fire is right behind me. But anyway, I'm okay, I'm survived. So an old thing that I used to do, oh I was so thirsty, thank you. An old thing that I used to do when we first started the show, up until I would say, when did I stop doing it? Probably like January? When I stopped. So up until, beginning of the year, I used to spot somebody that I would want to talk to the minute I came on stage. Basically, it's just someone who's acting like they're at like a Lady Gaga concert, but they're actually at my show. I actually found him, I actually saw him. He's somewhere, no, I think he's more around there. I'll spot him though. But I would always make my beeline for the person that I would spot from the minute I came out to sing hello. And I would ask them lots of questions. I'll get to know them a bit. I would end the conversation with what is one of your favourite memories from when you were younger. And obviously, it's kind of a normal question, but it's also a very big question. And in the past, when I've asked people it, sometimes it's a very heavy question for a lot of people, and they feel very comfortable to tell me, and also 4,500 other people, their heavy core memory from when they were a child, which is amazing and sticks with you forever when they do it. And you kind of end up taking it on as sort of, well, often it's kind of a little bit of a sad one, so it kind of comes on you as a bit of one of your sad core memories. Sometimes people don't know what to say at all, so they don't say anything at all, they're just like... And then often it's always grandparents, which is a lot of my favourite memories from when I was younger. Riding bicycles, learning to ride a bike, which I think is very cute. I do not remember learning to ride mine, but I probably couldn't ride one today, but I know that in my childhood I rode them without stabilisers. And a lot of them are to do with pets, you know, their first pets and things like that, which I have lots of those memories as well. And then often there's a lot of tears, and I sweat a lot during that part of the show because I've just come off stage with the fire. So there's a lot of like just bodily stuff that's going on. And I was convinced it was making, because like I keep telling you during the show, I don't see anybody else and I don't leave my fucking house. So I was sick for so much of this residency that I started to be like, maybe it's us like bonding at the show. You know, like the core fan that like thinks they're at Lady Gaga show that it's actually mine. And so I haven't been like getting up and close like people since then, but I do miss it terribly because like I said, I don't leave the fucking house. So I miss it. But I mean, I do get it from my partner obviously. Because I'm a sort of, I don't know, it's a cat lady. I am, but you know, I'm my man and my son. But anyway, and I would always, it always leads me on to a favourite memory of mine from when I was younger. Now tonight is my 87th memory. It seemed like a really good idea on opening night to be like, let's do a new memory every night. It's a bit tedious now, 87, I'm not going to lie, because it's really hard to like exactly know what one, all week I think about it and I stress about it before, especially before the Friday night show. I'm like, what could my memory be? And I always want to give a good one, but I can't lie. By number 87, I'm in the barrel a little bit. And I always don't want to give you bad memories. I have plenty of those. Not that my bad memories outweigh my good ones necessarily, but I am very pessimistic and I'm very much, and have always been and always will be, a glass half empty, not full kind of gal. So earlier before I came on stage, when we were just waiting just off the side of the stage, I could hear you all, and I was having like my final touch-ups and stuff. We got on to talking about claustrophobia. Not that any of us were claustrophobic in that moment, but somehow that's where the conversation went. And then I was like, well, not as claustrophobic as when I used to get on the stage in that box, and everyone was like, what box? So on my last tour, which was many years ago, it had a main stage, you know, like that, and then it had a beat stage. But there was no stage in between the stage and the stage. It was just a little aisle, hands, and I wanted to start the show out in the crowd. Did anyone come to my 2016, 2017? So remember in Hello, everyone would be looking at those giant eyes, and then suddenly I appeared behind them. To get there, obviously, I couldn't walk through the crowd, so I was like, oh, just put me in a flight case. So for those of you that don't know what a flight case is in terms of like a production, it's just a box that you put equipment in. So I was like, they'll never know. So they put me in there and had a little chair in it, and I'd get in like in dressed in crystals and all that, and then had a little iPad in there because I do get very claustrophobic. It was my idea, by the way, to do the box. Just quickly say, it was my idea. Originally, it was a laying down flat one, and then I got it was like a coffin and like I'm dead, so let's do one where I sit in. And the iPad, you know, it would have just things like, you know, a little message from my son or things like that. And we did a lot of shows, we did 130, 40 shows. So in the end, they had to put what city we were in because it does become a blur when you're playing arenas. You think you're in the same place all the time, which is why Vegas works perfectly for me. I always have that. Anyway, at one time in Copenhagen, by the way, a quick disclaimer, Copenhagen in Denmark on the last tour many moons ago was actually top 2 shows of the entire tour around the world, right? So before I get into what I'm going to say, I wanted to give you a compliment. So it was a standing arena show rather than a seated one. This story is very long, but I've really got to set it up, okay? To be honest, I don't know if it's going anywhere that you'll want it to go, but like I said, I'm really scraping about all these days. The show. And so they were pushing this flight case through a standing arena crowd, and some fucking dickhead fucking figured out that I was inside the fucking box. Because where they were standing, obviously they couldn't just go down an aisle like this, they had to like take their time, so I started panicking, right? So obviously through the little air vents, hello on FaceTime with a newborn baby. Oh. Sorry, be more quiet. And I started screaming through the air vents, let me out, and this guy realised I was in it. So then it took about 25 minutes to get to the B stage and everyone was banging on the box from the outside. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being inside a pitch black box with just an iPad saying you're in Copenhagen? With like 10,000 people banging on the box and you can't see them. Don't you think that's horrible? Can you imagine? I was like, are you real fans? That's what I was thinking. Why would you be doing such a thing? And then on, everyone figured out that I was in the box. So then when we started doing stadiums, again everyone started banging on the box. So I'm not going in a fucking box for music, just so you know, I'm not being mangled. Anyway, that was my favourite memory of being claustrophobic. Love the Danish, love Copenhagen, it's one of my favourite cities in the world. Genuinely, if you haven't been, you should go. And on that note, this is when we were young. Did you have a good time? I say it whenever you have a good crowd, but a crowd that is so high energy and so up for a good night is so infectious, and you end up making the show. Thank you so much. And like I said at the top of the show, I can't thank you enough for taking the time and making all of the effort. It's travel, it's accommodations, it's the fucking tickets themselves, it's childcare, pet care, and then eat out. It does not go over my head. I appreciate it so very much. This show, it's just my friend. It's my favourite little friend, and I'm going to miss it so much when it's over. This is now 87 out of 100. It's done. I've got 2 more songs for you. I have a real up-tempo pop banger for you now, and then I have a mid-tempo for you. Are you ready to take the final steps into it? I want to see you dancing, I want to hear you singing and be nice to each other on the way out, okay, and be patient with each other. But I love you, I appreciate you. Stay safe out there, everybody. Listen,
La última canción.
Love ya.